Hello, I'm back again in Sector V to complete some more missions and pick up another guide mission.
Awesome work! Great! Stop by
Yes.
anytime. Want a mission?
Yeah. Just when you think your NPC is done giving you missions, they give you more. I feel like number 2 and Blossom gave you a ton of missions because they're the first NPCs, really. Let's see.
Adios!
As I'm recording this, I believe that like FusionFall, like Retro and Open Fusion also have like a server online, I believe, and apparently there's like you can activate like cheats and different. Like I feel like it's more designed as like a playground than like a more straightforward experience like this was trying to get. So just keep that in mind if anybody was curious about that. Yeah, I gotta read more into it, but just taking my time for everything right now. 700 speed vehicle. Wish it was a little faster. That's a buddy I made in between videos there. One player I've seen so far in the game was that guy, so I'm like, hey, let's add him as a buddy, and then I can, if he's a higher level than me, like I did with some people back then, suddenly like I'm level like 17 and they're level 36, and oop, I'm suddenly in like the fuse area. Yeah, it was nice to take advantage of that feature.
What time is it, my Devo? I'll be back.
Okay. Let's speed this up, can we? Maybe I should have kept the running nano with me, but need another one to like take the place of a Blastdown's nano, I believe, because definitely more useful at this point in time than the damage one. Looking at this again, I still can't believe it. It feels very strange. It feels so weird that I'm looking at that item. Rodney J. Squirrel, in the Eustace's TV, I do not remember being in the game. Mach 5 pants. I think I put the Mach 5 jacket in the bank earlier? Or I might have sold it.
Let's do this! Let's do this! It's me!
Alright, surely one of these will have the item. Okay, it's like 1 for 7.
Who has summoned me? Take this!
Let's do this! Cheers!
I think you'll see there, what do I get, 15 fusion matter for these guys with Chowder out. I think they'd probably give me like 13 or 14 if I didn't have them out right now.
Alien X.
Let's do
Maybe even 12.
this.
There's a,
Adios.
that's the Powerpuff Girls house right there. And there's other, like, landmarks and stuff like that from the TV shows in the game that I don't really feel like they took advantage of a lot, but some of them they did, of course. Like the treehouse, they took full advantage of that. It's part of missions, but like some Powerpuff Girls house, I think there's like a something on the roof there that you pick up, but like besides that, it's not really used that much. Kind of feels more like an afterthought than anything. What's happening? Okay. Stop. Alright. Oh, that's embarrassing. So is Finn somewhere else in the game besides the
Let's do this.
Ice
Let's
King's
do this.
house? I don't remember. Yes, sir.
Rats.
Oh, sorry, Charlie. You gotta come back out.
It's me. It's me.
Ah,
Listen
level
up.
7.
Rats.
I also don't know if the email's like busted right now, but
You there?
I don't know. It feels like Dex is sending me emails, but nothing has been delivered to me quite yet. So I don't know if that's meant to be broken or if something's going wrong there. I know back when the forums were up, I don't know how far things went in terms of like the devs or like the community manager like saying, hey, what do you want added to the game, or that kind of thing. I don't know what that was kind of like, but in terms of what I would want, in terms of like NPCs and like more than anything, I'd probably say like Hector con Carne NPCs would be up there for sure. And, Teen Titans, but I believe with both of those shows, there is certain rights issues. So I think like the most that Hector con Carne has done
You
is
want to
like
go on a mission?
a reference in like a building and like a business sign and stuff. For
do
Teen
it.
Titans, I don't think there's anything.
You can
People
do
say
it.
like there's like a Robin accessory, like the face
next
mask,
time.
but I don't even think it's like the right color or
You
something.
want to go on a mission?
But
You can do it. See you next time.
yeah, I don't think there's any
You ready for a mission?
Teen Titans stuff in the game at all. Yeah, it's at number 5 amiibo. Nano again. Holy crap! I keep saying amiibo. Strange. Yeah, Teen Titan was a huge thing. People were always asking for Teen Titans. That was for sure the number one thing people were asking for. I'm trying to remember what else people were asking for. I feel like there were like forum posts about. Okay, I think I remember now. There were like forum posts about like different like intellectual properties that like are not in any way affiliated with Cartoon Network, like like several like replies are like, this isn't owned by like Cartoon Network or like or like Hanna-Barbera or Warner Bros. It's nothing like that. Like I know for a fact there are several people like, can we get like Power Rangers in the game maybe? But these are probably younger kids and younger children. Like, I would love to see Power Rangers in the game. I would love to see like some like Nickelodeons or Disney Channel stuff in the game, and then within like an hour there's like a dozen people replying, and I feel like half of the replies are like snooty, like they like search the forum before you ask this question because this has been asked every day for the past 2 years. They do not own the rights to Power Rangers. They do not own the rights to SpongeBob. They do not own the rights to like Ghostbusters or Gremlins. They don't own the rights to Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Please just search, like use a search function in the forums to do this. And then, you know, the other half of the replies are like, nope, never gonna happen. It's not owned by Cartoon Network and is not affiliated with in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. Man. Do I think that there is a show that is kind of oversaturated in terms of representation in this game, in terms of characters, nanos, or like item or map representation? No, I don't.
You there?
I don't think so. I feel like there might be a lot of like Ben 10 stuff in terms of like items, you know, especially items and like nanos, but like, I mean, it's kind of like a weird little like Pokemon collectible. Well, what I mean by that is that, you know, you have like variations of like aliens, that sort of thing. Some, like a lot of variations of this alien kind of thing that, like, you know, you have a lot of more options to choose from.
You wanna go on a mission?
You know, from this
That was
universe.
great.
You know, you normally
That was great.
I don't know, see like, like, you know,
You can do it.
trying to think of a
Hooray!
universe
See you
that
next
doesn't have a
time.
lot to offer in terms of what they can incorporate. Maybe like, you know, Camp Lazlo. I mean, that they really don't have a ton of Camp Lazlo in the game for sure. And I think at one point they were adding like Lazlo into the game. I don't know where that started or how it came to be, but I think there is concept art of them like with Lazlo as he was in the game. I'd have to look more into it if it was official or not, but I think Lazlo was, like, if this is true, a design they struggled with a lot in terms of incorporating him into the art style of this game. But yeah, what other shows do not have a lot of representation in here, but, you know, are represented in here? You know, I mentioned previously, like, you know, Hector con Carne. That's, you know, the very minimum what they could do. I know, besides Teen Titans, a lot of people were requesting Looney Tunes, because I think, you know, I don't remember when. Was Cartoon Network always like a Warner Brothers division? I think so. So people were, you know, anticipating like, oh, it's Scooby-Doo and like Looney Tunes possible, that sort of thing. But let's see. Yeah, Mandark's place is like, seems like it's like 7 times the size of like Pokey Oak's infected zone in terms of like you know, verticality. When the game started, what stuff was unrepresented a lot? What did appear in the game? That is a tough question. I feel like, is it weird to say that I think Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is a little doesn't have as much representation as I think it should. Granted, it has several maps and like, you know, like 4 NPCs delegated to it, or 5, because of Fred Burger, Haas Delgado, and Grim, Billy, and Mandy. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone, but I don't know. It just seems like, in terms of giving you missions, I think they were all like kind of forgettable, you know? And like, I feel like it doesn't help that all of them are not in very, you know, standout zones. I don't even remember where Mandy is, man. I could not tell you where Mandy is. She could be in the city, she could be kind of by like the Courage area, in like the kind of by like Hex from Ben. Was Hex from Ben 10 and Haas Delgado? She might be around that area. But yeah, that kind of goes back to the thing previously where I'm like, oh yeah, I wish NPCs could be in 2 places at once, kind of deal. You'll see me struggling a lot here with Mandark's house, and I am just playing around with like dashing a little on top of it. You know, shouldn't be playing around with it. Wrong place, wrong time. I'm also like gliding, and also just really getting back into the swing of like actually navigating an infected zone that actually requires your mind to be at like 80% capacity, unlike the Pokey Oaks zone where it's pretty much you can get by there, you know, thinking about something else entirely. You're kind of like on autopilot for that infected zone.
Hello, it's the professor.
Hello, initiation work.
Later down the line, I'm gonna have to finally, you know, investigate and trying to remember and keep track of what monster drops what item, so I can kind of potentially build myself up again. Because I like the way, I like certain outfits and items in this game, like everybody.
Who has summoned me? Take this, Mandark.
Is Mandark somewhere in the city? Is he at Town Hall? Or is only the mayor at Town Hall? I do not recall where Mandark is in this game.
Pick up.
I can always look it up here. yep. Besides Pokey Oaks, I think Genius Grove, you know, outside of the infected zone is kind of, kind of leaves more to be desired. And I feel like the enemy variety, or like the enemy designs here, you know, they're okay. They're kind of, feel like they're the most basic of the enemy designs we've seen so far. But yeah. Is Mandark,
Anybody home?
in Mojo's volcano? I don't recall.
It's me! Let's do this! You want to go on a mission? You're the Toodles! You ready for a mission?
Yes.
That's what I like. See you later!
Alright. Getting ready to wrap things up here. Once again, please leave some comments what you'd like my perspective on regarding FusionFall, its history, or anything like that. And I'll try to, you know, pick the pieces up of what you know, as I talk more about it, I remember more about it. Okay, I'm getting good stuff here, actually. Losing my train of thought. No. I don't really want a rocket. These are both very good looking weapons. I don't know what I want. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. Until next time, good night, and I will see you all very soon.